Hey yo, what's up? Good morning, good evening, good night to some of you guys. Thank you for coming stream this early. Today is patch 3.5 preview. Oi, oi, oi. I'm excited. There are a bunch of rumors. I'm pretty sure most of you guys has already seen the patch preview live. Who here has not seen the video yet? Say me. Me. They added Darius to WildriFt? Shut the fuck up. That is old news, bro. Hey, don't go anywhere. Do you know 50% of you guys are not subscribed? So please subscribe now. Right there, below. Alright, thank you, man. Enjoy the video and have a good day. I'm pretty sure half of you guys or more already watched the patch preview. And stop lying, please. I know you did. Because I myself watched like the first 10 seconds and I felt bad. It felt like a sin, you know. It felt like a fucking sin. But I watched the first 10 seconds and I quickly exited out of YouTube. Alright, let's watch it. Alright, we present to you, I've come to see Warwick. Alright, wait. We present to you patch 3.5 preview in a few weeks time. So it will be exciting. There's rumors about inhibs and a lot of stuff. But hey, here we go.
Hey everyone, it's Jared. You might remember me as Dark Horse for Life, Blitzcrank Connoisseur, Mobile Game Devotee, and Game Director for WildRift. We're moving on from our Power Spike patch into our next update, but there's definitely no powering down here.
What's in store for us?
Today we'll be talking about our next champions,
I mean, we basically know.
The jungling experience, rune and item changes, a new game mode, and more. So let's jump into the WildRift patch 3.5, Darken to Dawn. Aatrox, the Darkened Blade, brings oblivion to Barren Lane. An ancient being imprisoned in his own sword,
another broken Baron laner.
To take down opponents, Aatrox wants to land his first ability, the Darkened Blade.
We've seen this
one after the other.
In PvE already, so this is not surprising at all.
Targeting a different area. Then drag them down with your second ability, Infernal Chains. Once they're in your grasp, unleash apocalyptic power with your ultimate, World Ender, which unlocks a ton of bonus attack damage, healing, and move speed. These buffs are extended by takedowns, so you can keep the fight going. At the height of his potential, Aatrox is a true force of devastation. If unkillable raid boss is your dream,
that hit, bro?
pick him up and rain destruction down on your enemies. If
Actually
you're looking for an
boosted.
even sharper edge,
Hey yo, White Reaper, isn't this your
Kayn, the Shadow Reaper, slices into the rift and anything in his way.
Let's go.
With his third ability, Shadow Step, this jungler can walk through walls. And his ultimate, Umbral Trespass, allows him to hide in an enemy's body, dealing massive damage when you escape. Kayn wields an ancient weapon possessed by a Darkin named Rost, and constantly battles it for control. With his passive, the Darkin side,
cool, though.
you decide who will try.
We already seen this in PvE.
Attacks champions,
so yeah,
charge each of his forms.
You can choose between the red form or blue form.
While melee champions charge the Darkened Slayer. When one form is fully charged, you can permanently gain its bonuses by selecting it in the fountain. This choice can't be changed later in the game, so make sure you're confident. In Darkened form, Kayn will heal for the damage he deals to champions.
This is the Bruiser, sort of like a Bruiser team fight.
In Assassin form, Kayn will deal even more damage, allowing him to burst down enemies before they can blink. His abilities will also slightly change depending on the form.
Actually, I don't see any difference besides the W only.
You're an aspiring Kayn main. Get
just
ready
more
to transform
damage,
and
no
embrace
knockup, and it's a slow. So I don't know.
What's that? Are you feeling sleepy?
Oh, you've never seen this Champions PvE gameplay though.
The bashful bloom emerges from a peaceful forest far away into the jungle of WildRift.
Oh, she's cute though.
This shy fawn spirit collects and protects the dreams of humans, kind of the opposite of Darken and Destruction. But don't underestimate her skittish appearance. Her speed and damage might spook even the soundest sleeper. All of Lilia's abilities apply Dream Dust, which deals max health damage over time. When she hits at least one champion with an ability, she'll gain move speed, which stacks with more hits. Land your spells and you'll be zooming across the map. Lilia's ultimate, Lilting Lullaby, puts all champions affected by Dream Dust to sleep after a delay.
I think this would be a very interesting
from your team,
addition to Jungle Champion, to the Jungle roster, not gonna lie though.
Dealing huge AoE damage is more your super fast speed. Lilia is your jungler to fawn over.
Ooh.
And that's all of our champions for the Darken to Dawn update. Let us know if you found the perfect new main.
Gameplay changes.
Hi everyone, I'm David. Associate Game Director on WildRift. You'll find me as Papa Smoothie on the Rift and on socials.
Daddy,
Now,
what
let's
the
get
fuck?
into our gameplay updates. Over the last couple patches, we made updates for the support role, and we feel pretty good about where they landed so far. This means that in patch Dark into Dawn, we're looking to make meaningful improvements to another role, the jungle.
Huh?
Jungling is one of the most challenging roles in WildRift. It
Nah.
plays very differently compared to all the other roles, and has a ton of agency over the course of the game.
That's BS.
Now, we expect the
That's
jungle
BS.
role to remain high depth and high impact.
Imagine being high
But
impact in a
with
jungle
3.5,
role.
we're looking to remove some unnecessary complexity from the experience while maintaining all the epic moments. Starting this patch, you'll be able to use the buff sharing mechanic. Blue and red buffs are incredibly powerful tools.
I can't, bro.
And sometimes
I fucking can't.
cause unnecessary tension between teammates as to who should get them. We're adding a mechanic where after a few minutes of game time, killing the Brambleback or the Sentinel will drop
what
a
if no-
temporary buff
Bro,
that other
this is so
players can pick
stupid,
up by
man.
walking up to the buff circle. Sharing is caring, folks, so don't let it go to waste.
This is so
Since
stupid.
you
I
have
don't like
double the
it.
buffs for your team, the evolved versions of blue and red will be removed. We also have a new jungler-specific buff called Conservation. When you jungle,
What?
you'll gain conservation stacks over time, and killing a large monster will cash in the stacks for gold. This buff
Okay.
is meant to provide a natural guidance for junglers on how they should balance between ganking and farming. Basically,
I mean,
if you
isn't it
only
supposed to be
farm or only
balanced
gank, you'll
already?
be
Like you
missing
should
out
always
on that
balance
bonus
ganks
gold.
and farm at the same time to min-max
We're
your
updating
jungle.
the Smite Summoner spell. First,
No?
we're removing Challenging Smite, or Red Smite. We found that it really
yikes.
wasn't a compelling choice for jungle players. And it was
Bro,
often
instead
hard
of
to
removing it,
appreciate
why
its
don't they just
effect
balance
in-game.
the blue smite
Next,
and red
we're
smite?
changing
I don't
how the
understand.
Smite upgrade functions. Originally, you had to kill a specific amount of monsters to upgrade your Smite. Starting this patch, Smite will upgrade based on the number of times it has been used. So the
I
upgrade
agree,
time
I
should
agree.
be more consistent
I think it's
across
fine.
games. Additionally, both base Smite and the upgraded Smite will deal a fixed amount of damage to monsters instead of
Fixed
scaling based on
damage!
your champion level. Lastly,
Huh.
we're adjusting the general stats and behavior of jungle monsters.
Ooh.
This should help make clear times faster overall. And you should have an easier time surviving against monsters, especially in the early clears.
No,
Because
Sean.
at the end of the day,
Wait,
we want junglers to be
why?
planning their next steps without worrying so much about surviving their initial clears. Another big change I want to call out is the first camp start decision. Previously, it was almost necessary for junglers to
Wait, we
start
talked
at the
about
red
this
buff to
yesterday.
maximize their clear speed. With the general updates to monster stats, we hope the first clear decisions can be more dynamic and flexible, so that players can choose which camp to start based on the unique dynamics of their specific matchup. We're making some awesome improvements.
Well, I
to
don't
Shelly
I
as
don't
well.
understand about.
Rift Herald is meant to be a mid-game
Oh my
tool
God.
that helps you snowball. But with its current tuning, oftentimes the expected rewards can vary greatly. So we have increased the speed of summoning Rift Herald
Whoa,
as well
whoa,
as her
whoa,
charge
whoa!
speed.
That is really
So
fast.
the
Holy
value
shit!
gained from your plays will be that much more consistent. Horizon Focus is a great pick for mages who want to snipe opponents with spells. Skill shots that hit a champion from a distance.
Oh my
will
God,
place
what is
stacks to your
WildRift
enemy.
becoming,
Hitting
man?
crowd
Holy
control
shit.
abilities will grant additional stacks. Gain enough stacks to consume them and deal bonus damage. Get your sniper goggles on and sharpen up your aim. Lord Dominic's Regards is our newest
Okay, I
attack
don't.
damage
We,
item.
we've seen this in
With this
PvE.
passive Adrenaline, after you're out
think
of
these
combat
items
with
are
other
a really-
champions for
really
a
good
few
addition.
seconds, your first attack against a champion will now have increased attack speed.
Where's tank
Soul
items, bro?
Stealer is getting a new passive.
Where's our new tank
Soul Flare.
item?
Takedowns on enemy champions will reduce the cooldown.
Alright, this might be a little too broken from what I
And you'll gain extra
understand.
ability power for a few seconds after.
Holy shit!
So if you're a
Too,
mage or assassin
too-
player who likes
too
to snowball
shocking.
your way through team fights,
Bro.
this is the item
Look
for
at
you.
how much this Fizz is
For Ruse,
dealing,
we
bro,
wanna give
to a
mages
fucking
another
Nasus.
option beyond
That
the
is a little
electrocute
broken,
and
not gonna
summoning,
lie.
with some utility beyond just dealing extra damage. So if you want to run fast and cast fast, Phase Rush is the room
Oh yeah,
for
the
you.
new
When
reworked
you hit a
Phase
champion
Rush.
with
You
three
get
separate attacks or abilities, you'll gain a burst of movement speed.
yeah,
and
ability
abilities.
haste. Oh
Your
my
current
god.
cooldowns
This is
will
actually
also be reduced.
I
So get
like this
spell
change
slaying.
though to Phase Rush.
We're also replacing the champion room. Sudden Impact is your new pick if you're looking to twist a knife while you assassinate your enemies. With this
Ah.
room, you'll gain a bit of adaptive penetration when you exit stealth or use a dash, blink, or teleport to deal damage to an enemy champion.
I don't think this will be substantial.
We're introducing another game mode this
Hope it
patch.
scales to a late game
You
though.
ever wonder
Oh,
what a game of 5 Blitzcranks and 5 Threshes would look like? Well, now's your chance to find
Hey,
out.
yo.
That's right, One for All is coming to Wild Rift. In Champion Select, you and your teammates will vote for a champion to play. And
voting
you'll all play this
as a
champion.
team.
Ties are broken by a random selection. The enemy
What
team
the
will
fuck?
select
Hey,
their
this
own
is pretty
champion to
fun
play.
though.
And then you'll all be in a game of never done before combos. So queue up and tell us who's the most OP. We will love to hear what you think.
Pulas out there. Isn't this all for one?
We have
Quality
a
of life
few new
changes.
features to address disruptive behavior in games.
Uh-huh.
We'll be adding another penalty for players who leave matches. As we know, playing with an AFK player is not fun. So we're looking to discourage that behavior even
Fun,
more.
they say.
Additionally, we're in a situation where a remake is available.
Whoa,
The
whoa,
remake
test
will
this. We'll test
automatically
this.
trigger.
This fucking
so you
remake
cannot
system is
miss the vote.
trash, bro.
You'll also see a new
It's fucking
avoid list
trash.
feature in this patch. In the post-game lobby, you'll be able to add someone from the game to your avoid list, which will prevent
Only
you from being matched on the
3!
same team with them until
My
the
brother,
list
only
resets
3? What
at
are
the
they trying to
start of
do?
each week. We're adding a new way to view your skins.
Oh my god.
When you visit the collection tab, you'll see the skin set tab
Only diamond,
and
huh?
the champion tab. With these
Why is it
filters,
only diamond
you'll be
and
able to
below?
view
Wait, what if
multiple
there's
skins from the
a
same
there's a
champion
master player or
skin
GM
lines
player?
at once?
Or a
Some
Chanley player
will
that I
even
don't
have
want to play
custom
against?
backgrounds.
Or with?
If you complete an entire skin set,
Wow,
you'll
what a
earn an
waste of
exclusive
space,
title
though.
and a special effect in Champion Select to show it off.
Add them to
So
your
for those
trash
of you who
list.
like to build your collection, you have a new way to admire it with pride. Lastly, during this update's events, you'll see some brand new mission types. We'll talk a little more about that later. Now,
Mission?
I'll pass it back to Jared to wrap us up.
Oh, wild pass.
Bam! Pow! Kaboom! Oh, sorry, I got
Guys
a little
are
carried away
cringe.
there. You can't have superheroes without supervillains.
Hey, this is
patch,
pretty good though.
Supervillain Jin brings
It's like
us
this.
nefarious
Yo,
deeds to
anyone
level
watch
50 of the Wild
Spider-Verse
Pass.
and the villain, the
You can
uncle
claim
was
his
this
ascended
one?
skin by
No?
playing games and collecting
it's
it
so
from
similar,
The Wild
what the
Pass
fuck?
Emporium. Will the forces of good or evil win out? Only future Wild Passes will tell.
I like this theme though. I like this theme, like the superhero theme.
We hope you enjoyed powering up in the Supreme Cells
Oh
Arena
yeah, don't
last
remind me of the $150
Of course,
that I
we've got a bunch
spent
of new
last
events
week.
for you to explore in this update. Most
Motherfucker.
importantly, have you been having strange dreams lately?
Supreme
filled
Cells.
with
Fuck
peculiar
that
and playful
scheme.
characters?
Fuck that.
Who live in a
Fuck that
beautiful,
fucking
mysterious world
gacha
not
system,
too
bro.
far from our own? No? Just me? Weird. Spirit Blossom is coming to Wild Rift. In this event, you'll tend to a little town in the spirit world, where completing missions will let you summon a random spirit.
Okay.
Fill up your town with this cast of quirky personalities, and who knows what you
Doesn't
might
this look
overhear.
like Maple Story, bro?
To go into the new year, we've got a festive little snowball fight for you. Test your aim and collect rewards fit for a Poro. Don't worry,
nothing
no
new.
Poros
CN
will be
server
harmed
did
as
this
you
like
complete your
1,000
missions.
times
Look
already.
how happy they are.
Bro,
And
what's
of course,
new, bro?
that's not all the events we're looking forward
imagine
to.
being late to
So
the
keep
party.
an eye
CN
out for
server
more in the
has
next
been there,
couple
done that.
months.
Wait till you see CN server, bro.
And it wouldn't be a patch preview without our skins
Oh.
montage. Let's take a look at what's coming from elegant to edgy to extra colorful.
Okay.
Roll montage.
Oh yeah, the Soul Hunter's Cane that we saw in PvE. Wow. Yo. Oh, she hot. Splatoon. Oh my god. How are they getting away with all these IPs though? Like, wouldn't they get sued for these kind of shit? Wait, who the fuck is this? Oh, Thresh. Yo! Oh my god. Yo, I can't, man. Of course they're gonna sell a Yasuo skin. Get this little shit out of here, bro. Get this little shit out of here. Stop, man. Oi, oi, oi. Ooh, mama. Okay. Wow. I can't.
And that's everything for this update.
Wait, that's it?
Whether you're in the mood for darkness and destruction or a dreamy trip to the spirit world, we've got you covered in the Darken to Dawn patch.
Wait.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the Rift.
Huh? That's it? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, there are a few things
Hey
that I want to
everyone,
talk
it's Jared.
about.
You
That's
might
for
remember
sure.
me, Star Course for Life,
The new champions are
Woodscraft
really good. I
Connoisseur,
like the
mobile
addition.
game Devo.
All right, so the key things in gameplay changes though.
You'll find me
What I
as-
wanna.
It plays
I feel
very
like
differently
they
from-
removing or the devs
some
removing the Rit
unnecessary
Smite
complexity
achieve
from
nothing.
experience
What I
while
feel like is a
maintaining
better
quality.
option is to
We're
preserve
adding a mechanic.
is to
We're adding-
preserve. Okay, so I don't care about the sharing mechanic. It's stupid. I feel like why share when you can, add purple smite? Like there's no need for this mechanic at
minutes
all.
of game time,
Like
throwing
why?
the bramble back.
This just helps with the casual players to be more lazy. They don't, as a jungle, it is your duty. It is your duty to identify. Okay, sometimes you might be greedy to take buffs, yeah. But in like, it's someone in your chat. Sometimes, wait, is it you, Tapper75? All right, wait. Let me finish this. So, let me get this straight. It feels like they're oversimplifying the game to like a whole new level. I don't like this because it don't teach people who to identify the champions that needed the blue buff. You get what I'm saying? So it oversimplifies stuff. So all you need to do is just let the jungle clear, and then you go and take and you just share the blue buff. So I don't understand why they're oversimplifying. On top of that, they're removing red buff. I mean the red smite. So this can be abused though. First impression, this can actually be abused. If let's say you're a red buff, right? And your mid lane is like Zed. Your mid and then you have an 80 carry. You could ask your 80 carry to finish off I don't know if it's exclusive. The sharing mechanic is exclusive to jungle champions only, but you can technically it's like the relic abuse. You can technically ask the 80 carry to finish off the red buff, share it with their mid lane or Baron lane, and then they both can use the red buffs together instead of the jungle. You get what I mean? Unless it is exclusively needed for the mechanic to start to last hit with the smite, then that will change. But I can see this being abused by someone. I don't like this conservation stacks. Once again, I get it, jungle role. That's the point, no? It feels like oversimplification, like too much. This is okay because in lower elos, sometimes you can't understand. Oh, you can't differentiate between ganking too much or farming too much. So this is a great balance. It's like stacks. So if you try to gank once, you should try to farm a little bit more, or you're wasting a lot of time. Or if you're farming a lot, you don't have conservation stacks. So this is a great balance. I think it's okay for this, but I don't agree. I don't truly agree with removing the red smite though. Leroy, do not be mad. Our boss forced us to add the buff sharing mechanic to the community, but I thought it was too lazy. But then it makes sense, so don't worry. Oh, don't worry, man. I'm just expressing my opinions. It doesn't mean that I'm mad at anyone. It's just me expressing and giving my thoughts to the audiences so that they understand my point of view as well. But I'm pretty sure it will be something for me to get used to since I'm a jungle main and for a few seasons now. So this is also good for you guys. So as long as we share, I think it's good to be open-minded and share different thoughts and opinions from players. All right, so this I actually don't like it. Wait, let me just talk about the. Okay, so they say they're gonna remove the challenging red smite, but how do you balance between chilling smite and red smite? Is it because people are just using it for the slow, or people are just not picking red smite because it's not working for them? Like I feel like I don't think it's good to remove an option, right? If you have a situation to choose an OP red smite, everyone will start to flock and choose the red smite. I feel like there's no need to remove. It's more so a balancing. Maybe you can fix. You can slowly make the slow like decay, or maybe the red smite deals more damage. Of course, I work for Riot. I like to stay humble about it. That's okay, but Yeah, add more damage. I feel like it's good for jungle, for us junglers to have versatility instead of identifying, okay, well, like in this case, like every other case, red smite is obsolete. We should always choose the chilling smite because of the slow. So why do we choose the slow? Because the slow is effective. But however, how do you incentivize junglers to choose red smite? Maybe you can add more adaptive damage. Maybe you can add like a true damage on hit or something like that. A percentage of true damage. But I think it's oversimplifying stuff.
Choice for jungle players, and it was often hard to appreciate its effect.
Yeah, exactly. This is a good change though. This is really good change.
Amount of monsters to upgrade your smite. Additionally, both base smite and
I actually don't agree with this. If they standardize the amount of smite damage, that means if you gank more, you get a level lead. You're winning your. I think it's a bug. We'll try to look further into the issue. If we get a level lead, and if we get like something like, oh, we farm a lot, we invaded, and we're ahead in levels. I think it's something for junglers to say, oh, I have a level lead, so I have the advantage to outsmite this jungle. Right now, they're saying like if you're level 13 and you're snowballing the game, you're 7, 0, and 25 or something like that. You're insane. So basically, you're saying both junglers have equal chances of smiting the objective, even though you've been winning the entire game. So that's a little weird, not gonna lie. And hopefully, like the amount is not too little though. I could see plenty of ways that if let's say a smite is 600 or 700, and then you can just be bombarded with skills or even Jin force shot, outsmite any jungler's base or fixed amount. So that is really hard, but well, that is really hard to judge upon. If it's 700, then Jin meta soon. Yeah, exactly. Like you can have a team fight situation where you have Ziggs, you have Lux, you have autos, burst skills, and then they can just throw all these skills together, and at the same time, you have no way of knowing how much damage you can smite, and it's just narrowing down the window of opportunity as a jungler to smite the objective in a healthy range. I think 1k is fine. If they make it less than 600, I mean, if they make it less than 800 in the late game, that would be tough though. Like, to be fair, it would be really tough.
Damage to monsters instead of
for real, a late game Ziggs ult can hit maybe 300, 400, 500 to objectives. You never know. Wait, what? I still don't get this though.
We're adjusting the
general stats and behavior of jungle monsters.
This should help make clear times faster overall, and you should have an easier time surviving against monsters, especially in the early clears. Because at the end of the day, we want junglers to be planning their next steps without worrying so much about surviving.
So basically, wait, they're just nerfing the jungle camps? I don't know how they're gonna balance this though, to be fair. Alright, so let me give you my point of my side of this. In this meta, there is rarely any champions unless the devs do something about mana consumption for jungle champions. Ultimately, I don't see a reason why you should even take the blue buff if you're not consuming a lot of mana in your skills. If right now the meta champions, decent Kha'Zix, they have healthy wave clear, and they don't consume enough mana to really benefit from the blue buff. Therefore, it is like only reserved for champions like Morgana, especially in meta right now. Morgana, maybe Lilia, because she can benefit from ability haste, and at the same time, there are certain AP champions that might be able to. The devs, a developer is what. Yeah, I'm just generally explaining to. Yeah, so I'm also including you. Papa. It's weird to call you Papa Smooth. But yes, I'm just explaining. So it is heavily dominated by 80 champions. Therefore, we don't really need the blue buff start. So it also helps, the red buff also helps with clear and all this kind of stuff. It helps with ganking in the early game. So overall, it's more beneficial to take the red buff than the blue buff, unless you're Morgana or someone that is really relying on mana. So I've expressed this before. I don't think they need to change. They're really oversimplifying the jungle mechanic, especially in the early game. But I feel like if you're approaching this with a casual mindset, yeah, I think it's good for you guys. But for me, in particular,
Rift Herald is meant to be a mid-game tool that helps you snowball.
This is worrying though. This is actually pretty worrying.
Very greatly. So we have increased the speed of summoning Rift Herald as well as her charge speed.
So look, I'm pretty sure this is reduced by half. The charge time is reduced by half. The summoning animation is the blue buff is made for mana-based champions and more oriented on saving mana. True. That's why I maybe like few patches ago or a few major patches ago I've expressed like how AD dominated is in the jungle. How AD champions are dominating in a jungle role. So it's like AP champions rarely exist in the meta, especially in higher elos. So this is so worrying though. I don't think the blue buff is imp. He is Tapper is Tapper is Papa Smoothie. All right, so wait, let me talk about Rift Herald. In high elos, summoning usually we use Rift Herald to gank. We use it to pressure. If let's say we have an opportunity, we take the Rift Herald, the opportunity to take the first turret, and we will try to maintain the champion inside the turret. So imagine if you're Malphite. Summoning the Rift Herald gives you a few brief seconds to prepare and at least make it out alive. Imagine if this mechanic is twice as fast. You have lesser time to react. You have lesser time to prepare, and you just have once they take the Rift Herald, you just have to dip. So speeding up the animations is kind of worrying if you're at the receiving end. I don't know about itemization though, like these three items, because I've never played League PC. Just be better and don't lose. It feels like the speeding up of animation and the bonk, it feels too rushed. Like you don't have time. I mean, a lot of low elo players are wasting their Shelly. Maybe you can make it so that they hit the minions faster. Okay. Generally, lower elos to mid elo players, they will summon in the middle of the wave. So like just like League PC, they will just summon it here and then it'll clear the wave and then you'll slam into the turret. However, in high elos, most people will just summon within the turret range, so it immediately targets the turret instead of we're thinking about it, but we might not. So yeah, most of us utilize the Rift Herald to take turrets to force a situation to say, oh, if you don't bank, we're gonna kill you after the turret dies, or if you want to defend, there's a Rift Herald that is already charging up. So giving them lesser time to prepare and for them to call for backup is kind of oof. Okay, I don't know about items. Like I said, this is looking. I mean, previews are always making it exaggerative. Like the items, the champion. So I'm just keeping my eyes peeled for this. I don't know if the UI is a problem still. Like the amount of space. I think someone end steps in. They couldn't include any more runes. I don't know if that's still an issue because of UI issues. But it's a good addition though. I like the face rush change.
Sudden impact is your new pick.
While that makes you want to kill Herald more, as it now destroys turrets quicker. I don't think the idea of taking... I'm glad you're enjoying our update, but what are your thoughts on the new champions? I think it's pretty good. Like the focus on jungle is pretty good. But I think we should... I mean, not we. I think it's healthy to include more AP champions, especially Lilia in the jungle. Because right now, it's still heavily dominated by AD champions. So it's really fresh. I like it. Like Kayn is exciting to play in a jungle. You have Lilia as well. Like these are really exciting champions to one trick or just play for fun. I need Talia for jungle. Yeah, so I can just ratio. I can give you a ratio. Like 90% of the time, or maybe 95% of the time, I'll play AD champions, and it's been the case since the earlier seasons, like season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's like heavily dominated, except for a few exceptions though. Morgana, you have Echo, and sometimes I would play for fun Diana AP in a jungle. So this is a good inclusion. One question: out of meta champs like Illaoi can appear in WildRift. This I don't know. They all these are already planned out months beforehand. So this is just part of the roadmap. They're getting releases slowly but consistently. But yeah, overall, I like the changes. We've seen the leaks about inhibs, and they're not including in this patch preview. So I don't know what to say about inhibs, but yeah, I like it. Except for the jungle changes though. The jungle changes are just they're oversimplifying stuff. I don't know how you guys think about the patch preview. Hope you guys like are excited. The skin line, I don't think there's much to talk about. It's just cool, and we'll definitely try our hands on some of the patch, some of the new skins for sure. Thank you, Papa Smoothie, for joining the stream, man. I really appreciate it. Hope you had a good insight on how we think about the patch. I think you guys you guys always do a great job with the patch previews. It's always so hype. But anyway, thank you all for coming though. It's really late. It's 12 a.m. already. Oi, oi, oi. But thank you so much for coming. Thank you for morning stream, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you new followers. Thank you subbers. Thank you gifters. And most importantly, thank yourself. Appreciate it, man. Why is my chat not working? Hello? Boo. My chat is not working. But it's okay. Never mind. I'll see you guys tomorrow though. Enjoy the weekends. And yeah. I'll go have my dinner. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Maybe I should use Warwick in rank more often though. Seems really fun. Worlds. Is it? I don't know. But goodbye. Oh, I think it's this morning, man. Catch you on the flip side. No, catch you too. Catch you too. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Enjoy Worlds in like 8 hours. Good night. Hello. Welcome back. You enjoyed your stay? Good for you. Alright, we're gonna do a YouTube outro for the editor to use in the tomorrow's video. So wait up. No. Hey, don't go anywhere. Do you know 50% of you guys are not subscribed? So please subscribe now. Right there below. Alright, thank you, man. Enjoy the video and have a good day. No. Fuck you, man. Good night.